After reading many articles about how the devs of Kena Bridge of Spirits were excited to show us how they're using the Dualsense in the game, I was pretty hyped for the overall PS5 experience that they're going to offer with this new PlayStation exclusive. But did they really deliver? This is Eamon, and let's talk about how well Kena is using the unique PS5 features. Starting with the colorful visuals we're getting with this game, it's a great first impression. There are clips running throughout the video, so I won't dive deep into how good these visuals are from a subjective perspective, but I'm gonna just say that I love it mostly for nostalgic purposes. From the performance side, there's a performance and fidelity mode as you'd expect, with fidelity mode outputting a native 4K resolution running at 30 frames per second with a greater plant density, while performance mode outputs a dynamic 4K maxing out at 1440p running at 60 frames per second with rarely any drops, which is unnoticeable. The cutscenes run at 24 frames per second, which is weird, given a quite stuttering image, but that should not get in the way much. Nearly everything is textured with thoughtful detail, from the characters to the environment surrounding them. The game does not use ray tracing, but the lighting is still beautiful. So overall, amazing graphics with stable performance in both modes. Quickly on the activity cards, they were broken at release and are disabled at the moment. When I tried to resume my game through the card, it basically started a new game overwriting my save. I'm pretty sure they will be fixed soon, however, I cannot tell how they'll be implemented. Will they skip intro credits? Will they jump straight into the game? Or just the main menu? Who knows? So for this review, they're pretty much inexistent. The DualSense optimization can be either negative or positive depending on how you look at it. You can call it minimal, but more in a disappointing manner than an artistic one. There isn't much haptic feedback, let alone any experimentation with the feature. It's pretty disappointing as this exclusive came right after Rift Apart and Returnal, which were praised for their DualSense feel and optimization. And yes, I am aware that these two games were PS5 exclusives, while this game run on PS4 and PC as well, but there is still room for improvement in this section. You get the basics such as haptic feedback when an enemy is hit or when an enemy hits. There is a very minimal vibration for when you dive into the water and swim, or when you double jump, of course when you hold L1 to shield and let go, when you open up collectible boxes, and when you're near a collectible, the DualSense would vibrate on one side depending on which direction the collectible is at. Also, when the bow and arrow are used, there is a very satisfying tension put into the art too. There are still a bunch of missed opportunities though, like there is no haptic feedback when walking on different types of surfaces, hitting enemies of different sizes, landing from a longer or higher jump, grabbing onto the ledge after jumping, or even when you command the rod to take the shape of a flower and spin and smash. Haptic feedback is only implemented when you release them at the end. This is very important to push because it's a revolutionary feature in game controllers, and if first party games aren't maximizing their usage out of it, then forget about third party games at all. It's not bad here, but this is what you would expect from a third party game that is not prioritizing the PS5 features, and even a couple third party games that I've played use the DualSense better than this. The game provides a pretty beefy trophy guide with difficulty trophies and 9 missable trophies. There is an exploit for the difficulty trophy which got patched after version 1.005, so if you're buying the game digital, then you pretty much can't do the exploit anymore, but if you get the disc version, then you can simply install a game disc without any updates. Load times are very fast. Fast traveling runs you about 3 seconds. This is pretty much a given on the PS5 now. If a game takes longer than 5 seconds to load, then it's just badly optimized. 3D audio is also present in this game, so whatever type of headphones you throw on, you'll be hearing things from pretty much every direction rather than just left and right. Overall, this was a pretty average experience from a PS5 game. I'm not trying to be harsh on the devs as this game was developed for the PS4, PS5, and PC, so perhaps they could not have enough time to expand the haptics, especially when you consider that not even the activity cards were functional at release and still not a week after. But in my opinion, if delaying means giving us a more complete product, then so be it, even though this game was surely delayed once, maybe twice, but I guess that was not enough time still. As far as the PS5 experience go, I'll give it a 6. Gave it a 5 initially, but I changed my mind. Remember, this is not a review of the game, but how well the game uses the unique PS5 features. Thank you for watching. Like if you're liking the sub would be nice. Eamon, Kena, and Daxter. Later.